Alright. Just a little for replay action. So my controller has been messed up, and just had to accept that my controls are a little different. They don't respond quite the same way that I'm accustomed to. So, I'm just going to do some basic beginner level drills to refamiliarize myself and reprogram my brain here. So if I were talking to somebody just starting out, I think an undervalued practice is just driving around, pushing the ball around in a controlled fashion. So I would log into free play. I would just push the ball around. Like right now I'm aiming for these little pads so I can have a target. Let's get it close to the pads. Try to hit the pads with the ball, just to get accustomed to moving the ball around with some confidence. I have zero talent for this game, but I feel like I've gotten to Champ 1 before in duels. I don't play much of the other playlists, but dueling's pretty tough, and Champ 1 is obviously not the best, but it's better than average. And for somebody who is old and not particularly talented, I feel like that's pretty good. So these types of strategies have helped an extremely average player reach a higher than average rank in the most difficult playlist. So I'm just gonna drive around probably for like 10 or 15 minutes. Like normally what I would do would be like put on an episode of a show and just drive around controlling the ball for the entire episode. And then if I'm in the mood to just keep practicing, put on another episode, switch to another drill. So now I've gone a couple of times around the circuit. Let's start aiming for some of the pads in the center of the field. And it's just about controlling the ball, controlling your car. One of the biggest things that will prevent you from winning games is just losing control of the ball in these basic, like, really like boring moments in between plays, setting up plays. Whoops, your sticks don't work right. Hold on, what was that? What caused that? Sticks aren't working right still. That's alright. So let's aim for some more pads in the center. We'll get this one, and we'll go to the center. And we'll go over here. I'm not always hitting them, but I'm getting pretty close. And that's the idea, is to be able to control where the ball goes. It's not very few games in the early ranks are won by hitting ceiling shots, hitting 100-kilometer-an-hour boomers. Most every game in gold, silver, bronze, and you know, this is probably true for every playlist actually. But in those levels, or at every level, I mean, at those levels, the games are won by the players that can make the fewest mistakes with basic car control. And the better you can control your car, the better you will be able to aim the ball at the goal, which is what everybody wants to do. But if you really want to be good at it, especially if you are untalented like myself, you need to put in a little work on some fundamental skills. Alright, we'll do that. And we'll see if we can't go around this inner circle here. Oops. I hit this one, that's pretty close. We'll get here. We'll get there. We'll get there. Oops, losing it a bit. See if we can't get back on track. Maybe we'll go the other way. I think a lot of tutorials are going to show you some more fancy schmancy stuff, or they will kind of give you a less realistic idea of what the actual practice looks like. So this is exactly the sort of thing that I would do for 10, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And then, after doing this for a little while, I would switch to maybe just practicing carrying the ball. And again, I'd put on an episode of the show, some show, and then just see how long I can keep the ball on top of my car. And this is just developing general competence, what I like to call ball confidence. So I would do this for 10 or 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever I'm feeling like. But like whenever I'm feeling serious about wanting to improve, I would set a strict time limit. 30 minutes I'm gonna do this, even if it gets boring. My objective is to develop skills, not just have fun. I mean, that sounds kind of lame, but what is fun for me is improving. So we'll drive around for a while, do some of this. This is always a good way to warm up as well. Whoops, good way to warm up. You want to spend, 3, 4, 5 minutes or something before jumping into the ranked playlists, just to get your fingers and your brain warmed up. Oh, dude, my sticks, man. Wave dashing. Then, after carrying the ball around for a little while, I might just practice my flicks. So there's some more specific instruction that I would give somebody just starting out practicing this stuff. but sticks don't work. I'm not particularly good at flicking anyway. But I'll still blame the sticks. It's always a good... Ah, sticks, come on. Blame the sticks. Blame the sticks. Oh boy. Alright, so let's get structured here. So I'm going to push the ball into the corner. I'm going to pop it up, catch it, and flick. And I'll do the other side. Push the ball in the corner, pop it up, catch it, and lose it. So we'll try this side again. Push the ball up, pop it. Very inconsistent with my flicks. This I obviously need to work on. So back to this side, pop it up, catch it, carry it for a little bit. Other side, push it, pop it, carry it. Oh. I am very bad at flicking consistently. Okay, so again, this type of thing where if this is what I've chosen to work on for an evening, I'll put on an episode of a show and I'll just flick until the end of the show. Catch, carry, flick. And then I pretend when I miss like that this is a counterattack opportunity. And then I will make an attempt to Alright, so let's see if we can't get 5 good flicks consecutively. I'll count that as 1. They just have to be like flicks. They don't have to be 100-mile-an-hour bangers. 5 consistent good flicks consecutively. There. So there's 3. That one didn't go in, but the flick was good. Wasn't a flub. Ah. I feel like that should restart the count. So 5. There's 1. There's 2. Well, it doesn't count if I don't gather it properly. Two. Start her up again. There's 1. Oh, controller. That one I'm actually not going to count as a failure. As a failure of controller. Always blame the controller. That's the secret to getting good. There's 2. 3. I'll call that 4. No! What a bad attempt. Like, it's so funny. How fundamental, like, these movements seem, and then I can still mess them up. I'll call that 1. When you're not good, you gotta give yourself some leeway to just... I'd be here for 6 hours if I needed to get every flick like that. There's 1. There's 2. We'll call that 3. I'll call that 4. And 5. Alright. So this, is a selection of drills that I would normally do in a more focused fashion. The first couple I think would be super appropriate for brand new players, just driving the ball around, trying to carry the ball on your car. Like, maybe that's not what you want to be doing at bronze and silver, carrying the ball. I mean, I don't think it's going to hurt you to practice it, but I don't know that it's going to be critical to your success. But working on it and improving that skill is critical to improving and continuing to rank up as your skills improve, or as your skill level increases. Maybe that's an easier way of saying it. Some of these others are ways to improve specific skills for people in probably like plat and diamond levels. It's good practice for anybody, really. Just modify it to whatever skill level you're at. A focus sort of practice session. And all right, bye.